In this lesson, I want to talk about empty columns, or holes as I like to call them. As you probably know, holes are one of the best assets in Spider Solitaire. Any card can move into a hole, whereas in Klondike, only a king can move into a hole. Therefore, much of your early strategy should be devoted to getting at least one hole as soon as possible. Once you obtain a hole, your prospects get a whole lot better. Holes give you 3 awesome superpowers. Firstly, you can almost always get one more turnover. The second awesome superpower is it's much easier to shift cards, even when the cards are different suits. And the third awesome superpower is it's much easier to tidy up suits. So let's look at an example. In this example, we have an empty column in column 5. So we can get one turnover by shifting the 4 of clubs onto the empty column. We can also shift the 10 of hearts and the 9 of diamonds onto one of the other jacks. Normally this wouldn't be possible because the 10 and 9 are different suits. But with the empty column, I can shift the 9 onto the empty column, move the 10, and move the 9 of diamonds back onto the 10 of hearts. And this is useful because if we get a new queen, we can get a turnover in column 1. And lastly, we can tidy up suits. So if you look at columns 2 and 3, you will notice we have a 6 spades, 5 hearts combination and a 6 hearts, 5 of spades combination. So if we could somehow swap the 2 5s, then our position will be a lot better. And in fact, we can do this since we can shift one of the 5s onto the empty column, move the 5 4 of spades onto the 6 of spades, and then move the 5 of hearts onto the 6 of hearts. Now you might have noticed that exchanging the 5 of spades and 5 of hearts is an example of a reversible move, because I can take back the moves without specifically clicking undo. And this is useful when you aim to win games without using undo, as I like to do. Whereas if I move, say, the 4 of hearts onto the 5 of hearts like this, that would not be reversible because I can't move the 4 back onto the 9 of clubs without using undo. Yes, I know that at Microsoft Spider Solitaire, you lose 1 point for every move, but I strongly recommend that you focus only on winning the game, and it doesn't matter how many moves it takes. As your skill improves, you should find your score takes care of itself in the long run. So now it's your turn. I will show you a game position with one empty column, and you have to work out the minimum guaranteed turnovers. In other words, how many cards are you guaranteed to turn over even if the worst possible cards turned up? Good luck. My Spidey sense says there should be 3 turnovers, so well done if you said the answer was 3. We can get a turnover in column 1, so ace of spades onto the 2, 9 on the 10. Or we can shift the queen jack onto the king of clubs and get 9 of diamonds onto 10 of clubs, so that's a column 3. But we can't have both column 1 and column 3 because there's only 1 10 and 2 9s, so we can only count 1 turnover for column 1 and column 3. We can get an easy turnover by, say, dumping the king of clubs onto an empty column. So that's 2 turnovers. Now let's look at column 5. This looks promising because we have a spare 7 of spades in column 7 to shift to 6 of diamonds. Unfortunately, we have 3 different suits in column 5, so it looks like we can't shift the 6 onto the 7. But if you look carefully, you will notice that we can swap 4 of hearts and 4 of clubs. And then that creates a 5 4 of clubs. Now we only have 2 different suits in columns 5. And that means we can shift the 6 of diamonds onto the 7 of spades. So that means we indeed do have 3 turnovers. So an example sequence would be with the queen, jack onto the king, and shift the 9 like that. Then we swap 4 of hearts, 4 of clubs. And then we can shift the 6 of diamonds, do the 7 of spades, and then finally dump a random card into the empty column. So that proves we have 3 turnovers, and of course I was careful not to take advantage of the identity of unseen cards to prove that the minimum is indeed 3. So well done if you said the answer was 3.